Alma and welcome to my book journey. And this week is National Library Week. So every year we have a National Library Week, and I try to make sure to remember which week it is in. And so it is this week. And so I wanted to do a video going to the library and just showing you the books that I that I see. And also I did, while I was there, I played a little game. And I thought of it at the last minute, but I did play a little game and I had some fun with it. But so this, like I said, this week is National Library Week. I know a lot of different libraries all over the country are doing holding special activities and things like that. So you might want to go check out your local library and see if they're doing anything special for the week. And yeah, comment below in the comments to let me know if your library is doing anything special for the week. So I'm going to insert the footage that I have for you for this little library spree. I did get some books, of course, and so I'll just put that in here. Okay, I am here at the library with my bag of books that I am returning back. A book, let's see. Yeah, I don't think I read any of these, but that's how it always is with me. I check out a lot of books, and that, you know, you never know what you're in the mood for. But I don't think I went through these, and I don't think I'm going to be able to have time to read them this month. And so I am actually going to be picking up some more books today. Yes, I am crazy, but let's go and see if they have a book that I have had on hold for a while, and I was excited to see. So I'll show you that. All right, here are the new arrivals. Let's see what they've got. Do they have anything? The girl in the green dress. Do I recognize this one? I don't know. The Bohemian Girl. Let's see if I have these. Look familiar. Keeper of the Lost Children. I wanted to read that one. Should I get it? Should I get it? I don't think so. Brandon Sanderson book. More than I know. And I've quoted. Looks good. Patterson. I always like to see the large print. This one's a famous one. Daughter of Mine. There's an Amish one. Unshaken. Christmas. Embryo. Such a pretty one. One of these days I want to read that one, but I don't think I'm going to read it this time. I think I read that one. Here's an Elizabeth Camden book, Dangerous Legacy. It's always cool to see some Christian books in the here's a Holy Noble book. I read that one already. And then it's a Christmas novella. Oh. That's cool. There's a quote. It's a Christmas one. Christmas one. Well, here's that. Fiona Davis. This one. Let's see, Are these Christian fiction? Maybe false romance. Has anybody read these? There's a couple of these here. So, here's another one that I have wanted to read and I have not read yet. Love and a Little White Lie by Tammy L. Gray. I read this one. This one I read. But I haven't read this one yet. Shelley Shepard Gray. Some Amish books. Oh, look at this one. A Michelle Green book. The House at the End of the Moor. Okay, I've got to remember that. That's here. Some John Grisham books. The Midnight Library. I read that. That's pretty good. I like that one. Kristen Hanna books of the women. I read that one. Here's some Christiane Hunter books, but I don't know which ones these are. Haven Manor series looks like. At least they have all. They might have all. Bunch of Kingsbury books. Got some more Kingsbury there. Here's a Toscali book, Firstborn. Interesting cover. They also have the Judas Iscariot book. I've heard about that one too. And then I saw this. Yay! Frozen River. Excellent book. Here is a Mimi Matthews book. The Belle of Belgrave Square. I know she read, I read a Christmas book by her. So here are a bunch of Tracy Peterson books. And oh, look, this is book 3. Or is this first one? Oh, I might give this one because this is book 3. I'm reading, and right now I'm doing book 1 or book 2. So this is going to be May's story. Okay, I might get this one. This series has been so good. One of these days I might read this one. The Alice Network by Kate Quinn. I've heard a lot about this one as well. But not today. But at least I know it's here. There is a Taylor Jenkins Reid book. Here's our Francine Rivers This is one I checked out a while back, but I didn't read it. But one of these days I would like to read it. It's a time travel book. Oh, Mark Sullivan. Okay, good to know this is here. This is one I want to read. Got some Becky Wade. Okay, good to know that this one's here. What else is here? Sweet on You. Okay. And this one too. Maybe those are all the same. Oh, okay, good to know that they're here. Let's see. Courtney Walsh. Kentucky Love Story. Nice. Interesting title. Kate White. Some Lori Wicks. Look at that. Stealing the Preacher by Karen Whitmire. Okay, good to know it's here. I can check that out when I'm ready to read it. That's kind of cute. No chunkers. Let's see if there's anything that's catching my eye. Here's all the Dickens. Here's all the Charles Dickens books. This is my favorite, Tale Two Cities. Here's Stolen Child. That sounds kind of depressing. I've heard of this one too. I have this one at home, and I have this one too. I have that one at home. I used to have that, but I didn't take that one. Okay. I've heard that one is a good book, so that's a possibility. Junie. this book too. Encyclopedia of Fairies. I've heard about this one too. I'm not sure if I like fairies. Book of Fairies. That might not be for me. I read that one. That's pretty interesting. I think, are these the oh yeah, the Outlander series. I'm reading this right now. Very good book. Alrighty, in the G's now. Not doing too good in this aisle. There's this one. This is chemistry. Here's a Hazel Gaynor book. I've heard this one's good. Stu Alice. I think I actually have this at the house. I'm getting it though. Here's a Titanic book. I'm already done with Titanic books. I actually have them. I didn't read it. I'm gonna read That's good. I read that one. Maybe I should get Diva. I've been wanting to read another one of her books. Or The Fortune Hunter. Oh, that would be good too. Be good too. Here's the husband's book. Oh, Poldark. Is that the first one? Yeah, I should read that too. All right, I'm at the end here, and I haven't found anything. Nothing's really jumping out at me. Strange Scottish Shore. Let's see what's down here. Trusty one. Okay, I had a lot of fun at the library. I hadn't been there in a while. Well, I think last year I did a lot more library trips. I think I was like going almost a couple times a week sometimes, depending on, you know, checking out books and putting books on hold. This year I have done a lot better with reading the books on my own shelf, which was a goal for the year. And so I've been doing good at that. I still have been going to the library, and of course the library sells at least once a month instead of twice a month. I backed off on those, but I always love to see the new releases, and so there was a bunch there. So I went through and I saw books, and I'm, you know, just making a mental remembering, okay, these books are at the library if I want to read them. Some of them I was like, no, I can't check them out yet right now. I won't be able to read them. So I will. The first book I want to show you is the book that I did on my little game. So the little game I did, I thought of, if that didn't make sense, I try to do like a little way to show it. I just did a number generator, and I counted out the aisles of the fiction section, and so there were 9 aisles, and so my generator picked aisle 3, and that turned out to be like D, I think D through like G. Yeah, D through G. And it was hard. It was really hard. I thought I would be able to, you know, find something that would pop out at me. And there were some books in there that I had heard of, but nothing really like popped out at me at first. But then after I went through everything, I went back and I was like, okay, which book? And I was like, I should have left them like sticking out so I could see which ones I thought would be good. And then I saw one that I didn't see in the first pass. And so that book is, and this one actually will work for my Journey Through Time prompt for the month of May, which is Latin America. And so this book is called by Amy Efron, which she wrote A Cup of Tea. That's a pretty famous book. And this one's called White Rose. And it's a short book, and it has to do with a like espionage and things like that, but it is set in Cuba. And so I thought, well, that would be good. And it's set in Cuba in the 1890s. And like I said, some espionage and conflict between Cuba and Spain. And so, yeah, I thought that was a great find. And I had never heard of this book, but I do know the author in that other book. So, yeah, so I think I'm going to read this one for my, well, I do have, well, you'll see that in my upcoming TBR video, but this will be one that I can possibly read for my Journey Through Time. Okay, so that was one book I checked out. Or actually, that was the book that I checked out that for my game that I played. I did show you that I ended up checking out this book. So this is book 3 in the Pictures of the Heart series by Tracy Peterson. I read book 1, which is Remember Me. I read that one, I think, a couple years ago. And right now I am, as we speak, I'm on the last couple chapters of book 2, which is called Finding Us. And that is so good. This book is really good. And so when I saw this one, I'm like, oh, I have to continue. I want to finish the series. So, and then, so this series is about young women living in, I think they're in Seattle during like the Great Fair, and they work for a photographer, or they work for not a photographer, they work for a a couple that owns a camera shop, and their job during this big annual fair is to go in the fair with their camera and like take pictures of people, kind of like advertisement for the camera. So they're camera girls. And so each book has been a story about a particular girl working in the shop. And so the first one was a girl named Addie, and the book that I'm reading right now is Eleanor, and this book is going to be about May. And so I know about May already from the previous book, so it's really good. And like I said, the book that I'm reading right now in Eleanor's story is really good. So I grabbed that one up. This next book I put on hold. These next two are books that I put on hold. That's why I went to the library to take books back and also to get these two that I had put on hold. And this was a recommendation from M. And she, during a sprint, they asked about what my next prompt was, and I told them Latin America, and she's like, oh, she goes, have you ever heard of this book? And this is In the Time of the Butterflies by Julia Alvarez. And so this is another possibility for my Journey Through Time prompt. And this is set in the 1960s, and this is set in the Dominican Republic. And so she talked about that this was supposed to be a really good book. And so when I looked up on the library, they had it. So I was like, oh, let me get it. So I'll have to look through this one and see. But you know, it'll probably pop up in my recommendations video that's coming up within a few days. And then the last book that I had put on hold a long time ago, and it finally popped up, and I'm like, oh wow, I totally forgot that I had put it on hold. And that is Artemis by Andy Weir. He wrote Project Hail Mary and The Martian. And this one, I can't remember if this is his first book or his second book. I'm thinking The Martian was the first one. I can't remember. So I have not read this one. So I'm very curious to see if it's as good as his other two, which I love Project Hail Mary and I loved The Martian. This one has to do, and I already saw somewhere that they're already in talks to make this book a movie as well. You know, both his other two books were made into really good films, and so this one I think is in like the talks to make into a movie. So I was like, I definitely need to read it before the movie comes out. This one, the protagonist is a woman. The other two were males. And I do think that it has to do with, it is another sci-fi book, but it has to do with that being on the moon, I think. I kind of want to go into it blind as well, because I like going into his books blind, because then I can see what happens. But looks like it's got the moon on it, so maybe it's another sci-fi. Maybe they're going to the moon, you know. The Martian, of course, they went to Mars, and then Project Hail Mary, they just went way out into space. So this one maybe is going to Mars. So that is the book that I plan on reading. I'm going to start reading it probably, I'm probably going to start reading it next week. It's not part of my April TBR, but like I said, it's a hold that came in that I had been waiting for. All right, so those are the books that I picked up during my little time at the library. Again, just a reminder that this week is National Library Week, and you know, go check out your library, see what you can find, check out the new releases, see if there's anything good in there, and then and find out if you can put books on hold, and also, you know, the books that are on Libby and everything like that too. All right, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. You all have a blessed week. Bye-bye.